Hello and welcome back to Quilts by Carmel. I am Jo Carmel and we are on our last day of Black History Month and we want to round it out with the women of Gee's Bend. So we want to quilt like the women of Gee's Bend. This is a rural community in Alabama. They're really well known now. They even have merchandise at Target, which is super exciting, and they have a retreat center. I have a friend that's going next month. Her name is Ginger. She is going to the retreat at Gee's Bend. So that's super exciting, and I hope she has a fabulous time. But they made quilts by hand, mostly by hand, I should say, hand sewing, handing down this tradition and singing and worshiping the Lord while doing it in rural Alabama. So let me just show you one of their quilts that is on display at the Fabric of Our Nation. It is the Vote quilt. Isn't it fab? I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you it close up because it's just fantastic, guys. One picture, but they even have an even closer up picture in here. And you can see that they're log cabins. Fabulous. This quilt in particular was created by Irene Williams. She lived from 1920 to 2015. And these women were part of, I shouldn't say these women, this area was part of the civil rights struggle. It was both uplifting and painful. Some of the residents of Gee's Bend joined Martin Luther King in his walk from Selma to Montgomery, Alabama. So that's pretty exciting. And that was March of 1966. But this was really interesting to me, guys. It says they had to travel by ferry across the Alabama River to vote. And the white residents shut that off. And they said they didn't do it because they were Black. They just wanted we didn't close the fair because they were Black. We closed it because they forgot they were Black. It's super exciting to hear about how they've overcome and they have pushed through to where they are today. So let me just show you a couple more of their, well, it's quite a few more of their quilts. And this is a puzzle that I got. And it has all these multiple different quilt tops on it, and they're fabulous, guys, all from the women of Gee's Bend, and that's over generations and generations, guys. Let me show you their Target merchandise, which I absolutely love. I'm thinking I gotta get that pillow right there. But they have jackets. Let's touch. Look at that, and they're very reasonable. I'm super excited for them and how they've overcome. That's truly an example of overcoming. All right. So that's the women's of Gee's Bend. I'm going to let you dive into them. They're very popular and well known. And I am going to wrap up this Black History Month series, I'll call it. And I'm going to wrap it up with just some of the good books and one honorable mention. And her name is Betty Ford Smith. She does PINECONE quilts. Absolutely love them. She sat at the knee of a 92-year-old woman who taught her how to make these quilts. I just have to show you my favorite picture in here. It's her giving or speaking about her quilt tops. They are fabulous, guys. And you know how much I love purple, so look at that one. I would love to take one of her classes. So that's Miss Betty Ford Smith. So we also want to quilt like her. Now, we just want to wrap up the rest of this month. And I just want to give you some resources. I have 3 books I want to share with you. Then we're going to do a giveaway, okay? The first one is called Hidden in Plain View: A Secret Story of Quilts and the Underground Railroad. And it is super fascinating, guys. It goes over oral traditions and secrets in the African American culture, secret codes, camouflage symbols, oral accounts of escaping slaves, traveling on foot to various territories. Very interesting. I am thinking and pretty sure I'm going to do an underground railroad quilt this year, but I just want to do my research and make sure I get it right. So that's my first book. And then I have the Eleanor Barnes Quilt in a Day sampler, underground railroad sampler. So I'm considering doing it. I just want to make sure it's the one I want to do, okay? And then there's one more. It's by a historian, Barbara Brackman, and it's Facts and Fabrications, Unraveling the History of Quilts and Slavery. And what I really love about this book, she not only goes over different possible blocks, but she tells you the story of some of the women that were slaves, and I'm looking for it. Here it goes. So it's pretty interesting. This was Aunt Dinah, and this is the block she dedicates to her. Very, very interesting. This is the sampler, the alternative sampler I am considering. It's called Checkety Cloth Sampler. So I may do that instead. I just have not decided, but I'm going to keep researching, and probably for Juneteenth, I'm thinking of doing that, or I'm going to do a freedom quilt because Juneteenth is the celebration of freedom. So I will come back and let you guys know. And for my giveaway, I have a coloring book of African fabric art. And you choose the colors. You can be as bold or as soft as you like, but it's pretty cool. And then if you wanted to, you can print your own fabric with it. So that's a thought there, okay? But all you have to do is tell me who is your favorite African American quilter. That could be me too. No, I'm just kidding. It's not me at all. But of the women that I went over, Harriet Powers, Beza Butler, Faith Ringgold, Rosie Lee Tompkins, Women of Gee's Bend, or Betty Ford Smith. Who is your favorite African American quilter of those 5 or 6? All right. Thank you guys for watching. I've had a great time. I can't wait till next year. I'm already thinking of something different. We're going to do African American men in quilting. So that'll be fun for next year. But if you would, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys. Bye.